So now I'm gonna put, oh yeah, when you press enter, by default it will push you in by one tab. Okay, so that is correct. So if, let's say if I forgot the colon and now I press enter, you're not gonna be pushed in by one tab because Python do not recognize this syntax. It's incorrect. Okay, if you complete it properly, it should push you in by default. Now let's say I'm just gonna click print the value of x is. All right, I just put like that, and then I just put comma and I put x. I just want to see what happened if I just do it like this. Okay, the value of x is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see that? So x got 4 value. Is that what you're thinking? Maybe. All right, I'm not going to answer that question just yet. Now, in range 5, all right, let's talk about in range 5. So if I don't tell you what the starting value is, can you take a guess what is the starting value of range 5? All right, I will gonna print it again and you tell me what's the starting value when you see range 5 and the starting value and the ending value. By the look of, just check out the result. Can you answer that question? Proceed. Can you tell me what is the starting value when we put in range 5? Do you think range 5 start from where? Okay, let's talk about the range 5. All right, value, range 5. What is the range? Yes, start from 0 and one number just before, okay, just before 5. And just before 5, okay? There's a lot of students confused, always thinking that it's n at 5. No, not at 5, just before 5, all right? Be careful with that. So in range 5, if I put it in a simple way here, range 5, what it means, it is like a list of integer, okay? Integer, right? List of integer, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all it means. It is a list. My spelling today is really off. Okay. So range 5, list of integer 0 to 4. All right, so don't ask me what is list, teacher. You haven't learned about that yet, okay? You haven't learned about that yet, but list is just another type of variable that can hold more than one number. All right, just for now, just thinking it that way. I don't want to go detail into that, okay? So that's range 5. Now let's talk about, can it be anything else apart from x, or it has to be x? If you change x to I, do you think it will work or not? Now if I change this to I, can you think it would work? Yeah, what is the meaning of x? That's very curious, right? So now let's say, okay, I don't want x, I want I, and I'm gonna run it again. Whether it work or not. Yes, it works. So that means you can have anything. It doesn't have to be x. It doesn't have to be I. It can be anything. All right, I'm gonna put anything. For anything in range 5, run. The value of anything is oh, did I just put I forgot to change this. Okay, so you see it can literally be anything. So what you need here after 4, you need a variable. Okay, you need a variable. All right, so anything, just name one variable. Now you have a good question, William. So you ask us, so what does it actually do then? So first of all, for loop, understand the for loop first. For loop is a repeat loop, repeat. So that means you want to repeat 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. That is for loop. So right now you can tell repeat 5 times starting from 0. Okay. And it's better than the repeat loop in Scratch, because in Scratch you can just repeat 5 times, but this is why I say it's special. This variable you can also use this variable to do other thing rather than just to set up the repeat loop. Okay, it's not just about repeating, but then you can also use this value for example, you want to print it out, you want it to do calculation later on, you can use it as well. Okay, Scratch you can't do that. All right, I'll change it back into I. All right, to make it little bit readable. Okay, so now there's two important point about this for loop is that I is called iterator. Okay, it is also a variable, but also an iterator. Okay, why we call it an iterator? Because it iterates within this range here. The first round of loop, it picked this value 0. Okay, it goes to pick whatever value inside here. Okay, it iterated from one to another. That's why it's called iterator. So the first round, it picked 0 value. Second round, it picked 1. Third round, it picked 2 and 3 and 4. So that is the reason why we call it iterator. Okay, that is one thing. So it's a variable, but it's a little bit special because it can just pick different value every round by itself because of the range. Okay, without the range, we'll talk about that later, how it pick value. Okay, so when it comes together with the range, that's how it pick. And also, can you eliminate I? For example, you don't want to print the value of I, you just wanted to print hello. Okay, so you don't need I. All right, so can you just eliminate it? Because I just want to print hello, nothing to do with I. All right, so let's eliminate that. All right, and then now we run the code again. Say invalid syntax. So you cannot eliminate it, even though you don't need its value for any other purposes, you still need to put it there so that your for loop is complete. Okay, you want to print hello, you want to do any other thing that has nothing to do with I, that's fine, but you need one variable there sitting there just so it can read, like Python can read whether it's repeat 5 times or 4 times according to this iterator, how many times it picked this value, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so that's as simple as that. Any question as of now? What can we do with the variable then? So I is an iterator and also a variable. Okay, William, we will see like how we use it to do calculations and stuff like that later. But for now, everybody else apart from William, yeah, so iterator, I just explained it earlier. It iterates from this range, in this range. If it's just this range, it's range 5, right? Range 5, that means it's a list of, here, it's a list of, like this, I should put it like that. And it iterates to 0 at the first, the value of it picked this value, this value, this value. Yeah, so I would just pick this value. It's iterate in a range of list here, in a range of integer here. Okay, so it would just like iterate it. That's all. Okay, it just like keep moving from one to another. That's all it means. All right, or you can just understand it as just a variable, but since it's sitting in a for loop, it can goes to pick the value in range. All right, it's just another variable, but it can pick one value and then the next one in range here. Okay. Any other question, Guy? Did you understand how to do for loop? I mean, just this much? Okay, only William answer me and everyone else, what's happening, Guy? You get it or you don't get it? You either get it or you don't get it, or it's too much. Okay, yes, with a question mark, always question mark, Tim? Does it, is yes or a no? Nakawin, you better ask me now, for loop. Okay, because now the first lesson of for loop. Let's clear your doubt now. So just your questions can help me it make it easier for me to explain, because right now I don't know what else can I explain. Your question will tell me, oh, this part I have just should explain. Okay, can you re-explain it? I got disconnected a moment ago. Oh, okay. So guys, give me another 2 minutes. Okay, so I will write the point here so that it's easier for everyone to, if they missed it, they kind of, I make it bigger as well. I make it 14. Make it 16 actually. Oh, that's too big. I think 14 is excellent. Okay. All right. So first of all, loop is a repeat. For loop, it's just a repeat loop. Right, repeat one time, two times, three times. How do you set one time? Okay, so if I say like I want for loop repeat 2 times, I said for I in range 2, Ooh, 2 like that. All right, so that means repeat 2 times, simple like that. So now I say like, oh no, I don't want 2 times, I want 20 times. So for, I can say for I, now I'm just gonna change it to X so that you know that it doesn't have to be I said for X in range 20, okay? So this means repeat 20 times. Okay, so now the question is, what are we repeating? Whatever you want to repeat, write it underneath. Okay, one line after the for loop, that's what you want to repeat. For example, I want to repeat happy birthday. Okay. All right, so I want 20 times. So now this is the things to repeat. Okay, so one tab inside. All right, one tab inside. It is a must. If you don't tap it inside, Python will not understand like this is the task that belong to for loop to repeat, okay? Especially P2, you seem to always indent just the first line and then the next line. Let's say you want to say, print, how are you? Oh, well, happy birthday, have a blast, okay? So P2, you usually do this. You always like, okay, after if or anything, you just like the first line after it, you indent it properly. However, the line after, you just think that no, there's no need to indent it. So I want you to correct that, okay? Even if in if condition or whatever, right? If condition, while loop, for loop, make sure that whatever job belong to that have to be indented by one tab. Okay, so that is the task to repeat. Task number 1 to repeat, task number 2 to repeat. Each task is to be done 20 times. Answer to Makara.N question, what is the X? So X is just a variable. So for loop need a variable to complete its syntax, okay? Like the formula, the for loop formula, it comes with a variable like that. So for, and then one variable sitting there, it can be anything, okay? And then in range, okay? Yeah, so it's just the syntax, the formula for loop, that's it, okay? So for, then one variable, make sure that there's a space, so for space, one variable space in range, okay? So now, yeah, so in range is to set how many times, because without in range, you will not be able to set the loop to run how many times, okay? So in range is like to tell 20 times, all right? So range is like a list of integer. So range here to range 20. When you see range 20, I want you to think of this. 0, 1, 2. I'm not going to write up to 20. Okay, 18, 19. So when you see range 20, I want you to think of this. Oh, it's just this. It's 0, 1, 2, blah, blah, blah. 18, 19. No 20. Not 20 is not include. Okay, that is apply for range, right? So 0 to 19, that is 20 times in total. Variable here that's sitting next to 4, okay, that variable, the value of that variable will be from this range. Okay, and the range value u is starting from 0, so that means the first round of this for loop will start from 0. The value would be 0. Value of variable, sorry, value of the variable will start from 0. Okay, so variable, the first round value of this variable is 0. It print happy birthday, have a blast. Second round, the value of variable have changed to 1. Okay, it iterated into 1, so then it print this again. As long as variable has still have value to iterate to or to pick, all right, put in a simple language, we say like as long as variable still have value to pick, you this job still to be this job can be done. But if variable have no other number to pick, that means the loop end. The loop run as long as there's a value to pick. Okay, so if variable here pick 19 already, will it go forward to 20? No, because range 20 is not in this. Okay, what if you want it to print? Yes, that is next. Okay, that is next. So for now, we're just gonna do this only. All right. So that's very simple, William, but I just don't want to explain to you now. That's all. So you clear now, everyone? Nakawin and Tim. Yes with a yes or yes with a question mark still. Okay. Thank you. Okay, that's good. All right. So now let's see what other example I can give to you. Give me 1 second. Okay, so now your job is to write a for loop for me. I want to print, oh, private chat. Makara? Did you just take a private chat or just an accident?
Um,
Oh,
Sorry.
accident.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I thought you had something to talk to me. That's okay, Makara. Okay, so your job, I'm gonna write your task is to print 50 zero for me, okay? All right, so I'll write the task here. Everyone, task, print, well, display, 0 or 50 time for me, okay? So that, and that should be only 2 lines of code. Done. I know it's too easy, right? When you learn about for everyone find for loop is easier than while loop. I agree with that. William, I will not check your screen now because I want to wait for a few more. No, 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 you don't. This I can check the screen here because it's too less to send. I find it. Okay, I will just wait a few more students. Actually, I can bring you to break room. All right, I'll go to break room for a second. So 2 minutes.
Two, three, four, five.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. All right, so Nakwin's done as well. Prasad and Tim, Nicole, Jen. How about you? Have you finished? Everyone done, right? Okay, Prasad, can you share screen, please? Prasad, can you share screen quickly? Yep, very easy. Oh, 51. Why? Why do you want to put 51? Any reason? Is that because I said to print up to 50? So if you put 50, you're not going to get 50, you get 49. Is that what you're thinking, person? It's good that you make mistake now. Okay. 0 up to 49, that is 50. Okay? 0 up to 49, that is 50. 1 up to 50, that is 50. Okay? So when it comes to 50 time, all right, stop sharing screen for now. This is where a lot of students confuse. So if it start from 0, I could just write it on here. Oh no, my God. So if it start from 0 up to 50, if I put like from 0, if I count like 0, 1, 2 up to 50, 50 I count it as well, that means it actually 51. It's not 50 because you start from 0, right? I'm get confused with that. But if 1 and then I count 50 as well, that is yes, 50. All right. So that's how it works. It starts from 0. It's a little bit confusing, but I mean, I'm leaving it. It's just math. It's nothing to do with coding. It's pure math. Yes. Okay, so Tim, can I quickly share? Can you get you quickly to share screen as well? So Tim and Pitu, those that I'm concerning about your syntax, you two have syntax problem. Okay, in range 50 print 0. Question mark, you definitely have question mark level, Tim. All right, stop sharing screen for now. And then now, Pitu, can you just share screen? Okay, well, no mistake with the syntax. I'm happy with that. Okay, all right, stop sharing screen. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to a little bit more. Um, okay, so I'm gonna show you one small trick, not a trick, but so this is the same like your, right? 0, but this I just do it 5 times. All right, let me delete everything. Don't want to confuse. Yeah. Okay, so I print 0 5 times, but this time I say n equal days. I add this in, okay? So I do get 0 5 times, but it's in single line. You can see that? Because the default here, if you don't put anything here, what it means, Python understand that after print, it's new line. After print, new line. Okay, always. What happened? Did I? Why do I keep getting private chat or something? Makara, you are you also click another private chat. Is that like just by mistake?
No, actually, William he having problems, so he said he outside the room.
Oh, I forgot to close the room. Poor William. Thank you for letting me know. Oh my god, how could I forget that? I didn't close the room, I just go back to main room. Where's William? Okay, William, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot about you. I thought that I closed the room, but I didn't close the room. So you end up in another room alone. Oh my god, how does it feel? It's really terrible, isn't it? This teacher having too much trouble. All right, so welcome back, by the way. Okay, so and she did. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's all I can say. But like I'm kind of smiley, so it doesn't really look like I'm sorry, right? But no, I'm really sorry. Okay, so William, you haven't really missed out anything, even though yes, you joined a little bit late here. You haven't missed out anything. I will just check everyone's code. That's all. So the only thing that I start here, I change the print zero into n equal this, and then the result turn out to be this. Okay, so zero in all single line, zero in all single line instead of new line, because the default setting here is this. If you don't put anything, Python understand that after print one line, you're going to the new line by default. New line by default. I don't need to put n equal backslash n. This is mean new line, guys. Just in case you haven't used this that much, or we probably didn't show you that much. This just mean new line, okay? New line. So n, that means at the end of zero, I want new line. You don't have to put that. It's default already. It's by default. It's new line. But what if I don't want new line? So I want this. See what happened. Oh, why DDL? Did I just change it to DDL or something like that? So let me know after zero, I don't want to go to new line. I just want dot. So it just means that. So if I wanted to all the 50 zero joins together, you can do this as well. Okay. So for loop. Well, you can use it doesn't have to be for loop. You can use this n and anywhere else. So I just want to show you that. Okay. Now William asked me earlier about, can you start from one? That's the question. Okay, can you start from one? So yes, you can. All right, so I go back to the value of I is. I back to I's again. But instead of range 5, I'm gonna change it to 1 and 6. 1 and 6, that means repeat how many times? How many times? Can you tell? If it start from 1 and 5 times, repeat 5 times. So when you see range 1, 6, okay, range 1, 6, I want you to think of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all the n. So this number here, it's always represent like n just before that number. Okay. So if you don't put any number, that means it's by default start from 0. Okay. So, well, I wanted to start from 1. I put 1, comma. So that means this 1, 6, it means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Very simple. If I change it into 2, 6, that means this. Start from 2 and at 5. Still at 5. Okay. Doesn't change anything. All right. So with Proset early, he put 51. You can do this. So that probably make more sense to you. It start from 1 and at 50. That means 50 times. Okay, so let's have a look with the it work. Yep. Okay, as you can see it, the final number here, in case you can't see it, final number is 50. Okay, the first number is 1. All right, so that is the beautiful part about this for loop here. I'm gonna have one question for you if you don't have any questions just yet. So usually we always tell you that before you start using any variable, make sure you declare it first, or you can say like give the starting, right? Give the starting value first. For example, value, right? Val n smaller than 20, print high. Can you do that? Can we do this, guy? While n smaller than 20, print high. You think it will cause any error or not really? Nicole, do you think there will be any error or not? Jen, no error. There will be an error. Why? What error are you thinking of? Or because of what? Because of because of I forgot something. Because I didn't do something. Because we haven't set the value of n yet. That's right. Define n. Correct. All right. So you haven't defined n yet. You haven't set the starting value of n yet. So in while loop, in if condition, in like literally everything, you need to set the initial value first before you start using it. Okay, one step before that, I need to put n equal 0 or n equal 500. Okay, whatever I want to. And then if n smaller than 20, so that means this loop is not going to work. All right, this loop is n already. If I set it to 500, if I set it to 0, yes, it will work like a forever. Okay, so the I here, I don't need to put I equal, let's say I wanted to start from 1. I do not need to do that. Okay, because all right, so if I do this, actually I will do this now. So now I wanted to define value of I before for loop. Now I'm going to print the value of I. I print I before the for loop. Okay, I print I before the for loop. And I'm just gonna say val of I before loop is. All right, I. And then I also do the same thing after. Okay, so we've got 2 here. I'm just gonna change this into 3 times. So that, sorry, 3 times, it have to be 1 to 4. So 3 times and see what happens. Value of I before loop is 50. Value of I after loop is 3. Okay, so value of I in the loop is 1 and then 2 and then 3. Okay, can you see that? So it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to show you is that it doesn't matter whether you define the value of I before the loop or not. At the end of the day, when the for loop starts, that I will pick a new set of value anyway. So it is useless to define the value of I. Okay? It is useless. You can just set it anything. When it comes to for loop, it will still pick the value from range. Okay? Always like that. That is the reason why you don't need to set it. It's a waste of time. But I want to show to you how it works, that's all. And then the end, the final value of I can only hold one value, even though throughout the loop, it has 1, 2, 3, but it can hold only one value, which is the latest one, which is 3. So that's the reason why when you print here, you see val of I after loop is 3. Okay, so if we need the 50 again, we just need to set it again. Oh yeah, if you said, oh, well, if I wanted 50 again, you need to set it again, like reset value of I, reset value of I equals 50. But in this case, I can guarantee you there's hardly anything that you have to do with it. Because why would you want to, I can't think of anything that we will do this, like reset the value back or something. We probably just use another variable rather than reset it back, right? If you need one variable, the value that variable you want it so much to be 50, just set it one time. Just say like n equals 50, and then you don't have to wasting this as well. That is saves you. I mean, no need to combine it with I. That's all. That's my point. Okay, so delete that. Now let's see what example we can do here. 7. All right, can I just ask you to print 7-Eleven in a single line? Oh, 7-Eleven. The instruction is way from being clear, right? You wouldn't call it clear instruction. To show 11 for 7 times in a single line. Yeah, is it clear now? Display 11 for 7 times in a single line. Display 11, but what if you just like don't give me this? I've seen some students like doing this. For 11 times, no. Okay, this is also single line. Do not use this trick. Use loop. Okay. Okay, anyone finish? This time I want to check Nakvin, Jen. Nakvin, have you finished? Jen, have you finished? No, okay. Invalid syntax problem. Okay. Almost forgot the code. How quick? That's too quick, William. Nakvin, please share screen. Let's have a look together. Let everyone else help you out as well. All of you, because it's in what you call that? Exam period, right? That's why I can see that you're quite struggling. Oh my God, Nakvin, are you sure you can read that? You're 100% sure about that? It's so tiny, the tiniest of all time. Oh, no. You're killing me, I know. N equal, you forgot the question. Can you make it a little bit bigger, at least just for me to read your code? No, like when you, bigger, that means change the font. Like you go to options, configure, and then change, maybe can you change font to 12 at least size? No, not that one, size 10. Can you see number 10, size 10? Yep. Can you change to 12 or 12 at least, or 14? Okay, yeah, 12 is fine. Okay, apply, okay. Yeah, that's a little bit bigger. So you forgot equal, N equal. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, so can end sharing screen now. All right, so Jane, can you share screen, please? Oh, Pitu, a little bit in and out. Pitu, are you doing okay or not? Your internet and all? Can you hear me well? You can see normally. You really have a good eye, for sure. Nakwin have glasses? No, Nakwin don't have. Really? Nakwin wearing glasses? I can't remember you wearing glasses. Jen, can you please share screen? Where is Jen? Hello? Jen's gone. Oh, let me type here. Oh, what happened? Oh, Jen said, that's good, you come on time. All right. Oh, you haven't finished in a single line, Jen. So how do we put in a single line? You put comma, and then N. Yeah, your code is correct, but it's not gonna print in a single line. It's just gonna print in new line, okay? If you click run now, you will see 11, 7 times new line, right? But then we want 11, 7 times in single line. So you put comma and you put N equal, comma, N equal. And then you put just two quotation mark, like quotation mark and then quotation mark. So that means like it's just empty, an empty string. Yeah, just it just mean empty string, nothing. No new line, just an empty string. Now I want you to click run. Click run. Okay. I was like, what happening? Okay. All right, so stop sharing screen. Either your computer is slow or my internet is slow. Not sure which one. All right, anyone have issue? Tim, do you have any issue or not? Tim, Peter, Nicole, code working well? Okay, okay, no issue, that's good. So we already talked about the value of x, and then you can also use x outside the loop. Oh, we move on to a lot. 20 pi. Let me have a look. What do I want to do with the 20 pi here? I think that's too easy. Oh, this is really, really good. All right, I'm gonna send this to you. The 20 pi. That make you want to eat something, right? Like, I'm hungry. Where's my pie? All right, so click that. That is your task to do now. Okay? And read everything. Don't just rush into coding. Read everything, understand the instruction first, and I also give you some hint at the back at the bottom of the page. Read that, follow that, you should be fine. Was it a Dora? Dora is 25. I should change the name. I didn't even realize. Maybe it was meant to be Bora or something. From my memory, it wasn't meant to be Dora. Bad spelling as always. Ignore the name for now then. Dora the Explorer, yeah. Okay, any question you can ask me. So, Makara, if I'm just gonna leave this class for maybe 5 minutes, if they have any question, they can ask God, you, okay? God, you can ask teacher Makara, okay? About the task that you're not sure about.
Any question, guys? Yes. Yeah, one question. Yes. How do you make a loop to go backward? Um, how do you make the loop variable to go backward? Um, so you mean you want to okay. So you asking you want to make the variable to go. Actually, it will not go backward for loop. It will always increase. So if you put like for I in range of 12, it will always start from 0, right? But what you have to do, you have to actually this is the logic. So the logic here is you have to declare a variable to store the number of pi you have. I'm sorry for the sound. So let's say here, okay. So now let's say you have to think like what is you have 20 day, right? 20 day. You have to what is the loop is used for? Is it used for the number of day or the number of pi? So here we have to um do you get what I mean, Nakwin? So okay, let's put it in a simple. So let's say here, what do you want to use for loop for? Do you want to use for loop for printing the number of day or the number of pi? Guy, can you hear me? Okay, so Nakwin, so I will just explain again. So I think you are asking about how can you print the number backward. Like here is like the first one is 19 piece, 18, 17, and 20 piece. But the solution is not trying to use to make loop variable going backward. The loop always go forward, like from 0 to until the number that you put into the parentheses. But what you have to do is to declare another variable which hold the value of pi. So in this case, you have to declare another variable to hold the 20 pi. So in the first round, it means during the first round, you have to decrease or minus the number of pi by 1 for each time that you print the value of pi. So did you get it? Okay, let me see. Um, day 1, pi minus 1. So as you can see in the message box, um, so this is the logic here. So the message is keep repeating the same message again and again. What it has to change is with pi.
Don't worry about the backward yet, Nakawin. You will work. You will find a way to do that. Don't worry about like backward to 19. Ignore that part. The hint saying that make sure you print day one. I ate one pie. Okay. Now it comes too much. If you ate one pie, you got 20 pie. You ate one pie. Everyone, I want you to listen to this. Uh, how do I clear the screen? Okay. 20 pi total. Oh, 20 pi in total. You ate one pie. How many left? Can you tell me how many left? 19. How did you come up with 19, William? Okay, 20 minus 1. All right, so you ate 2 pie. How many pie left? How many pie left? No, no. 18. How did you come up with 18? Yep. Okay. 22. All right. So this I'm not going to ask you anymore. 3 pi. 20 minus 3. Okay. So on and on and on. Now, where do you get the 20 from? If I ask you like, okay, guys, where? Yeah, from the total pi. From the total. Okay. From the total. So now you get the 20 to do calculation, right? You know, oh, I know where I get the 20 from. All right, the total pi. Where do you get the 1? 1 in the first round, 2 in the second round, 3 in the third round. Where did you get that from? You think are there any variable that we can use and the value happened to be 1 in the first round, 2 in the second round, 3 in the third round? We can borrow the value of that variable to do this calculation. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So total pi minus, yeah, you can just do that. You can just minus 1. That will do as well, I guess. But then you probably have to create another variable chain. Yeah. So do this way, my way, it definitely work. It will definitely work this way. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. It has to be the first round minus 1, second round minus 2, third round minus 3. It has to be that way. Only then it will work, okay? If not, you have to create another separate variable, which I don't want you to do that, okay? You finish it? Okay, that's good. It, it was an accident. You're too honest. Oh, okay, everyone else, where are you up to now? Can I ask you? Oh, actually, rather than me asking you, how about I just get you to share screen? Nicole, can I get you to share screen? Thank you. I can't see your code yet, Nicole. I can see your screen, but not your code. You have to share again. Yes, so like I said, if you, can you print run? Or can you print run? Can you click run, I mean to say. It seems really slow. I don't know why I can't see any. What happened, Nicole? Issue? Okay, yep, that's good. Let's stop sharing screen for now. We will let everyone do the job and see what happened. Okay, everyone, have you finished yet? Okay, Pitu, can you share screen, please? Nice. Okay, good. All right. That's. Can I just quickly have a look at your code? Yep, that's good. Okay. Right. So stop sharing screen. William, can you share screen, please? That's good. Okay. Thank you. Yep. That's good. Excellent. All right. So Tim, can you share screen, please? Tim. Oh, how about you email it to me then? Email it to me now. Okay. Then email it to me now, Tim. Uh, Jen, have I checked yours yet? Jen, proceed. Email to me. Okay, and Nakuin as well. Email to me. For those who didn't check the screen, email to me now. I need to check all your code quickly. You can't skip that. That's important.
Hi everyone.
Oh, your teacher is here now.
How are you going?
I can't
Everyone doing
see.
good?
Sorry, teacher, my Wi-Fi is so bad.
Great. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Homework. That's what I'm going to ask.
I will send you record. Then
Homework.
everyone else that you
Have you
haven't checked the screen,
completed?
you haven't sent it to me yet. Email to me now, quickly. We need to move on. Email the code to me. Send me an email. Because share screen is probably hard because your internet is bad. Team internet is bad as well. So email, I don't think it's that takes too much internet. But that share screen it does.
Hi everyone.
Okay, I'm still waiting. All right, guys. Thanks, Jen. I'm just checking Jen's code.
Okay. William, you can.
Yeah. So when you put -1, Jen, you know that what happened? It's always like 21 minus 120, right? Do you always get like 20 the whole time, right, Jen? Jen? Hello? Yeah, you get 20 the whole time because you put -1. So pi is 21, right? You set pi 21 instead of 20. And then you say like pi equal 21 minus 1. That means 20. So it will always, the first round 20, second round 20, third round 20. It will not change to anything because you still -1. The value of pi is not going to update it. So you're probably thinking like, oh, I know what you're trying to do. Actually, you reduce pi by 1 every single round. Let me just run your code. Spot the issue here. Yes, so you choose day 20, you eat. Day 20, you eat. So there are one left. So you don't get to 0, Jane. You don't get to 0. Okay, so correct your code. Make sure that it get to 0. Day 20, there's 0 left. Can you correct that code? Okay. So it worked. Okay, yeah, you just happened to send me the wrong one then. Okay. So correct the code and resend it to me. So that would be fine. Tim, you still haven't sent the code to me. Sana Queen, you got no idea what to do? That, okay, yeah, modify it now. Tim, email me the code now, please. There is the first lessons of for loop. I don't want to leave anyone behind because moving forward, it will be even slower. I mean, the class cannot move fast because if your basic is not there, so I would prefer to make sure I check everyone code and I can say that you understand. Okay, that's good. Proceed. You create a variable called amount pi, name it nicely like that. I like that. Amount pi minus x, that's correct. Okay. So I will just copy Proceed's code. Okay, that's fine, Queen. I will show that to you now. Day 1, day 28. Day 1, you eat so there are 20 left? Really? That's wrong there. Oh, sorry, I didn't copy Pearson's code, that's why. I'm like, I look at his code is correct, and how come the result's not correct? I didn't copy your code and I run the old one. All right, so I was just gonna quickly share screen here. I'll just use Pearson's code, which is good. So Proceed create amount of pi 20 at the start, right? 20 pi. And then for x in range 1 to 21, because obviously he wanted to start from 1 and at 20. So that will be 20 time. 20 time or 20 days, you can say that. So day 1, he just used x. Day 1, you have eaten x pi, which is 1 pi. You have total of left. So this means to say like you have how many pi left? You have blah 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 pi left. Okay, so day 1, if you eat 1, that means you take away from the amount of pi the number of that you eggs that have been eaten. Okay, so egg is the amount that have been eaten, right? Nakwin. Eggs. The first day you eat one, second day you eat two, third day you eat three. So that is eggs itself. It's already 1, 2, 3. So you can use the eggs to represent the amount you have been eaten. Okay. Yeah. So then you just have to put the total minus the number you eaten. That's it. Very simple. Okay. Any question? And then Tim, I still don't get your code, so I don't know whether you're in class or you actually do anything else. Tim. Oh, Tim is gone. Is his internet that bad? Let me just quickly, guys, just give me 1 second. I need to follow up with Tim. Oh, okay, Tim. So, Tim, can you just email the code to me so that I know that you know what you're doing? And everyone else, do you understand everything about this for loop? The task? Okay, that's good. So you see, you can use the for loop, the I iterator, not just to complete the for loop, but you can also make use it. Like in this case, we make use of the for loops so we can count day. Make use of the I so that we can take away one every single day and calculate the remaining pi. Okay, so you can use it for any other purposes. That's the point I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so now let me have a look. What's next? Tim, you still have to send it to me, okay? Even though I move on to the next part, you still have to send it to me. You did? Oh, okay. All right, I will check it a little bit later. Now I'm just gonna have a look what else we have to do. Actually, we move on quite fast. We go to the, oh, this is interesting. You're going to put in a 2 times table. This I have to share screen because it's beautiful. I mean, I gotta use this PowerPoint slide because there's some good drawing that I can use. I don't think I can draw better. Can you see my screen? Yeah, so you're going to create a for loop to print out the 2 times table. So look at the picture on the left here. So 2 multiplied by 1 equal 1. Equal 2. Okay, I have to fix that. All right, ignore that. It should be 2 multiplied by 1 equal 2. 2 multiplied with 2 equal 4. So it should be like that, like this. Okay, so how do you use for loop? So I try to highlight. So when you see something like that, all right, so that is the outcome. So you look at the outcome of the result. That can help you write the code. So it go backward that way. You need to understand what you want to see first, or what only then you can start coding. So now you want to see 2 by 1. Yes, I try to highlight it so that you understand like which part is changing and which part is not changing at all. So you see the yellow part, it is not changing from one line to another line. So that means fixed. So you don't have to worry about how do you print that. You know how to do it, right? Now the part that is changing, you can see the pink color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's how it changed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now it reminds you of like Okay, what variable can you use? Can you think of a way to do that? So by the look of it, like just a quick look like this, it kind of reminds you, oh, I can use this then. What can you use? Just look at that like, oh, I think I'm gonna use this one. Yeah, for loop, how many times? Repeat how many times? Yeah, repeat 10 times. And then where do I get the 1, 2, 3? The pink part, the pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Where do I get that from? That's right. You see? So that make it very easy. And then the green part. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Where did you get it from? Ignore the first line. It should be 2, not 1. Okay? So 2, 4, 6, 8. The green part. Multiply by 2. Multiply which one by 2? 2 multiplied by whom? That's right, big 2. That's correct. So you multiply x itself because how do you get the 2? It's actually 2 multiplied by 1, right? And the 1, what is the 1 that we just talked about earlier? The 1 is the x. All right, 1 is the x. 2 multiplied by 1, 2 multiplied by x. 2 multiplied by 2, 2 multiplied by x, 2 multiplied by 3, 2 multiplied by x. It's all the x, x, x. Okay, so now quickly complete that. Yes, you can do plus, but that's not going to help you in long term at all. So what if I just change it to a different times table? Let's say an 18 times table or something. It's not flexible, okay? It like if you write the plus 1, your times table is not flexible. Like I can't really change it into anything. So in this 2, like yeah, the result is 2 and then plus 2 will become 4. But what if it's 18 times table? 18 times 2, it's not plus 2, isn't it? 18 times 2, it turned out to be 18 plus 18. So it make it hard. It only work when you do this 2 times table, which happen to be the easiest one. I wouldn't recommend you to use plus sign, okay? For this purpose. Who said done? William. Oh, that's good. All right, everyone else as well. I will wait for you. This time I will not check screen. I will not get you to share screen. I'll get you to email the code to me right away. Okay? Email the code to me right away. I will check it. Tim, are you working on the times table or not? Okay, working on the times table now. I'll look at your code, the previous task that was incorrect, and I want you to rewatch the video. Okay, I'm going to email you the video. Check the part that I correct the code. Okay, Tim, you need to really pay attention to this because for loop it's getting harder, and I don't want you to. The basic is not strong, then it make it harder for you. So make sure today lesson you understand everything. Oh, the process we going to do the times table here. 2 times table. 2 multiplied by 1, 2 multiplied by 2, 2 multiplied by 3. You going to use for loop, obviously, because I want it to be 10 times. You know you're going to use repeat 10 times. The question is where do you get the pink color from? The 1, 2, 3, I mean to say. Okay, that's good. Thanks, Big Two. Okay, so process 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That reminds you of one variable that we've been using the whole morning. 1, 2, 3. That the value keep increasing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, right? So that kind of reminds you, oh, I can use that variable. Now the green part, the first number is incorrect, it should be 2. So it should be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20 and stuff, 18, 20. Where did you get it from? You get it from the pink part, which represented by the I, multiplied by 2. Okay. Let me check everyone's code. So we got Nicole, Pitu, William. Yep, that's good, Nicole. Who is this? Pitu, is it? Pitu, why 12? You put 4i in range 1 to 12, so that means it's going to repeat how many times, Pitu? This question is for you. For I in range 1 to 12, how many times will it be repeating? Is Pitu still here? Yeah, so, oh, okay. That have to be 1 to 12, it should be 11 times, okay? If it doesn't show 11 times, probably you have to explain why it's not 11 times. Yeah, it's 11 times, Pitu. It's 11 times. You want to see the result so that you believe me? Because when you say 10, I'm like, I'm questioning my own brain now. How can be 1 to 12 is 10 times? It makes no sense, right? So, Pitu, this is your code, okay? No change, I haven't changed a thing. And here's the result, 2 multiplied by 11, okay? We don't want 11. So you want to start from 1, you have to put to 11, okay? That is 10 times. Got it? So apart from that, everything is good, Pitu. Nothing that I should change. Teacher, if in my code result 2, it was a mistype. When saving, I mean result. Oh, okay. Let me check your code. I will just check from the top to the bottom. Oh, X, D, you mean X, right? Okay. Yeah, I can see that. It's good that you tell me in advance because then I'm gonna squeeze my brain like, what does he mean by D, X, D? Okay, yep. That's good. That's a nice way of doing things as well. Okay, very good. Okay, so everyone else, I haven't received your email yet. Everyone else, I haven't received your email yet. Whom? We got Tim, Prasad, Jen. Email it to me now. If it's not complete, that's fine too. Just email the not complete one. Thank you. For X in range, X you don't need to put bracket. Nakwin, no need parentheses. Just correct that. I mean, I don't want you to create a habit to add extra thing when it's not necessary. Even though no error, but if it's not necessary, why would you do it? Num 2 is 2. Okay, multiply. So 2 multiplied by 8 equal 2 multiplied by x. Why do you create num1? That's my question. I can say why you create num2, Nakawin. So your code is correct. Apart from there's two things you need to change. You don't need to create num1 equal 1. Because you see throughout the whole program, you don't use num1 at all. You said num1 equal 1. But then you create it and not using it. So wasting code, delete that. For x in range, x you put parentheses, it's not needed. So remove the parentheses. So that's all. Apart from that, all good, okay? Everyone, you can leave the class. And yeah, the classmates, and I'll probably send you one quick homework later on, okay? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I will send homework because it's the first lesson of for loop. I wouldn't let it go. Call 1A 2 times. So this is whom? This is Jan. 2 times A. 2 times 1 equal 2A. Okay. Yep, that's good. But then again, Jan, you don't need to put A equal 1 at the start. You do not need that at all. Okay. But apart from that, it's good. All right. So I have to go to the other class for 18 range 1 to 11. I think it's good. That's good. All right. Everyone did well. Okay, so check your email by Tuesday is the latest. You should get the homework and trying to do it. For loop is important, very important when it comes to looping. Okay, so yeah, you've done all for great for today, and we're finished now. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys. I've got to run.